Scorpio, sun that's playing for you is on the come up. So look, after a moment you done fell. You might have been through a situation at one point in time. You had a high. You just see life full of highs, life full of lows. It's like you might be getting through a low. Now you on the come up. You feel me? Now you got you a little vision again. It's like you could see again. Now what you see that varies from Scorpio to Scorpio. Look, you got you some sort of opportunity, or something brought you an opportunity. It's like you could have observed something that brought you an idea. And that idea, you could see something with that. You could see something coming out of this now. You see something happening. You see something about to shake if you invest in that. You feel me? Whatever it was or whatever it is. If it's a physical thing, then something could have been given to you. Could have been a gift, and that gift changed your perspective or changed the fire or passion you had about that person. You might not have thought. It's like someone could have gave you it was a very thoughtful gift. You feel me? And that you might not even have thought of that friend like that up until they gave you that expression. They gave you that piece of their mind, and that changed the world you see with this friend. That changed how you see this situation or the dynamic you share with these people or this person. And now you're in a position where it's like, okay, you ready to go further invest in that. You ready to wield that into your existence. If it's that type of situation where you're dealing with someone external to you, if it's just a situation where you got an opportunity, you've been presented with a gift, God done threw you a bone, He made you become aware of something, you observed something in your outside world, and you observing that brought you some sort of passion, whether it was an observation or you experienced something that brought you a gift. Whatever it was, something changed you. Martin and Gina is the song that's playing for you. Now you got your masculine and feminine on a whole nother tip right now. Your feelings and your expressions are in alignment when it comes to your vision or what you're going after. Or you might be in a situation where if you're in a relationship, you got your Gina. Or you may be in a position where you observe, you might see you got your eyes on something, someone, or somewhere. You feel me? Hey, put your foot, Scorpio. You know, if that's for you, Scorpio, that's for you then. If it's a solo battle, then you more in tune with your star player. You more in tune with yourself. You more in tune with your own emotions. Now that you've been through a certain type of experience, it's crazy. It's crazy because we ain't gonna talk. You put your foot in the shoe that picture. You kind of loud, Polo. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. You know what you got going on, though, Scorp. You know what you got going on, though, Scorp. You been telling me. We talking about change. We talking about transformation. Something could be going down in your life. And it's like it's necessary. This is supposed to happen. Whether it's an internal thing, your mind's been transformed. Your mind, you might have thought about one thing for so long up until you were presented with a gift. God put you in a certain type of place, situation, relationship, or friendship that challenged that thought pattern, that challenged that perspective, that challenged your relationship, or that challenged that expression. That being challenged brought an end to a certain type of energy you carried when you invested in that. You feel me? Now you moving different. Had to let go of something. Look, but you letting go of something put you in a new seat or new place regarding your passion, regarding your vision, regarding your fire. You feel me? Now, what you got fire and desire for, Scorpio, you don't have to let me know that. But you got you some passion, though. All because of something ended. And it might have ended. It's like God brought some shit to an end. You wasn't ready for it to because you wasn't ready for this to end. You feel me? It's like you always thought this would go the mile. Whether this was an idea, this was a friendship, this was a relationship, up until it didn't go the mile. Now you're in a position you might have had to let go of a certain perspective you had about friendships, about relationships, or just about what you invest in and or give to. But guess what came out? Wheel of Fortune. That's how it's written. Your first two cards is majors. You feel me? That's how it's written. For you, at least. It's supposed to have God, that was the only way He knew to get you to see what you needed to see. For you to go through it like that. So you went through it like that. Now you change. You transform, and you can't. It's like you got evicted. You can't go back to the house. You can't put yourself back in that mind frame. You can't continue to think like that and or invest in your reality like that. Express yourself to those people or that person like that. You got to change. And you were put in the position to realize that. Yeah, there you go. You might be dealing with another Scorpio. That's just confirmation to let you know it's for Scorpio. Yeah. What did you see? It's like, but at the same time, it might be something crazy. It's like this was unexpected, an unexpected turn of events that turned out for the better in regards to what you feel about. And now you're honoring your emotions. And because you're honoring how you feel, or you're investing in new feelings, these new feelings are making you feel good, and they're making everybody around you feel good because of that. You feel me? Since Scorpio's in a good mood, everybody's in a good mood. That type shit. And that's all because you're a change of direction regarding your fire. Something ended that you weren't ready to. It's like you weren't ready for this to go. You weren't ready for this to stop. You weren't ready for this to end. God brought that shit down anyway, because that's what needed to end to put you in the position, look, to be on the road to your emotional fulfillment. To be on the road to your emotional satisfaction or whatever endeavor or career. To get on the path of your career, you had to get fired from that job. You feel me? It's like that. You would have the way you was working at that job, you would have never thought you would have got fired up until your boss came to you, Scorpio, gotta go. You feel me? Now that shit might have brought your world down, but it brought you up. Yeah, look, because it put you in a new space. It's like something forced you in a new. It forced you in a new feeling. It forced you in a new. It's like God was like, fuck it, Scorpio. You're not going to do it. I'm going to do it for you. It shoved your ass. He pushed you right. He Spartan kicked your ass off of a cliff type shit. Running. You feel me? And listen. Put your foot in the shoe that fit you though. And because of that, it's like you feel good now. You're in a better place than you were in. Because that when you were holding on to this, it was killing you. Killing you slowly, killing you softly. Whatever it was. And to the point, something might have happened that changed everything. Whether that was an internal happening or external happening. Whether it was an argument with your partner. Y'all may not have broken up, but what happened in that argument changed the relationship. And it's like, because of that argument, y'all are almost happier together type shit. You feel me? Because that happened. Because it took both of y'all to a new space. Look, took you to a new space. Space of love. You feel me? Whatever you got going on, it's looking real nice. You had to lose it. You had to lose that. You had to get kicked out of that. You had to get put in a certain type of position regarding that to be in the presence of what you love. To be in the position to view this from the perspective of love. You feel me? Because you might not have your love lenses on previously. And you didn't have your love lenses on previously because of some sort of bullshit you was going on, that you had going on in your life that you were holding on to. You were building upon something. It took that crumbling. It took you having to let go of that. It took God taking something from you to realize that's really what you love. This isn't what you love. The whole time he was watching you. He was invested. You thought you loved this. You thought this was your career. You thought this was your dream, so to speak. Up until that shit ended. But that ending presented you with what is real. And you would have never saw it if you were still putting up with that. If God ain't kick your ass one good time. You feel me? Might be dealing with a Leo. Now you in the position, you don't want to lose that. If it's someone out, if you're dealing with somebody outside of you, someone outside of you could be in a position where they done lost Scorpio. But that's their karma for investing or expressing in a certain type of space with you. Now, and it's almost like that friend lost you. That friend losing you put them in a new space to communicate themselves differently towards you, because they might have brought you some sort of communication that changed the dynamic of the friendship. It took the dynamic of the friendship changing to realize how much of a friend you were to them, or how much of a friend that person was to you. Now you don't want to lose that friend. Now that friend don't want to lose you. Matter of fact, that friend might love you like family type shit. Got love for you like family, or they actually love you. They may not be expressing that shit. Champagne poetry. I'm telling you, Scorp. I'm telling you, if it's you in love and you feel about something, you communicating that. You sharing that to your world. You're not hiding this no more. You can't hide this no more. Whatever this is. Or someone outside of you. Because when they with you, it feel good. And you know what that means. Or when you do this, it makes you feel good. And because it make you feel good, everybody around you feel good. And that's just making you realize you got love for that. Whatever that is. You don't want to lose that. And it took that happening for you to change. In whatever context. Look, you ain't lying to yourself no more. Or somebody don't want to lie to you no more. Somebody don't want to deceive you no more. You don't want to be deceptive in a certain type of space or energy anymore. You feel me? Yeah, look. It took something. Shit, it gotta, what, shit get worse before it get better? It's like that before. Look, you gotta pull the bow back and before you could let it go and hit whatever target it's like you got draw back. Yo, you had one hell of a life setback. In whatever life situation we talking about. But it took that happening to propel you forward towards whatever you love, whatever you see in your world, whatever vision you have that makes you feel love. If it's a vision or an external environment, you love that place. You want to be in that place. You want to be with those people because the way the love feels in that field, in that energy, in that group of people, or with that person, you want to continue to be there. And put your foot in the shoe that fits you. So you could be writing some poetry, or you went through a very poetic moment in your life, some Romeo and Juliet type shit. Yeah, look. And you got the Ace of Coins and Ace of Cups and Ace of Wands. Yeah, you went through some shit in the past that brought you to this point. Had to get pulled back before you got let go. And propel forward towards what? What you don't want to lose now. What it is you realize you in love with. Who it is you realize you in love with. What expression or idea you realize that puts you in the space of love. And you investing in that. Because when you do that, you're in the space of love. Everybody around you can benefit off of that emotion, off of that idea, off of that feeling. Because again, when you're not feeling good, nobody around you feel good. Well, you know what that means for you, Scorp?